we go. Long time no see. It's been a while.
What?
I'm not talking to you, Brad. I'm live. I keep telling him I'm live. And he thinks I'm talking to him. Well, I just made some, if you could see, I got my crock pot there. I made some chili. I started it last night and I left it on all night and woke up to a wonderful smell in the house. You know how it is when you make something in the crock pot overnight, then you can smell it the next morning. It's really nice. Kivia Brown, hello. Yes, you are the first one here. Thanks for coming. And anyone else who's out there who's kind of silent today, hello though. And hopefully maybe if you want to say hi, say hi. I'm just working on my baby blanket. Still, the baby was already born. The mom is going back to work. She works with my husband. I have 2 weeks to complete this blanket. I wasn't in any rush to get it to her because, you know, the baby's newborn, probably has enough blankets. Honestly, this is for an older baby, this kind of blanket, because it's textured and kind of heavy. But we weren't going to make a special trip out to deliver it to her. My husband was just going to wait until until she came back to work and then give it to her then. I'd like to have been there when she got it. I don't know. I used to go with my husband to work on Fridays and hang out there and just crochet and sit with him and chat with his coworkers. But that was when he worked. His office moved though. His office moved, and now they're kind of far, and it's a different dynamic there. So it's not the same. Uh-oh. Could you get him? Get him.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just grabbing.
All right. Okay. You're on camera though. Do you know that? Just letting you know. Those little ones for Bradley. I never told you that. Those little Italian ices. Excuse me, Bradley. Say excuse me.
Dad.
Say excuse me.
What?
Say excuse me. I'm live.
Oh.
Say excuse me, please.
Excuse me.
Say it loud, just like the burp was loud. Say excuse me loud.
Excuse me loud.
Oh my gosh. Excuse him. I call them my 3 bears, but they're actually pigs as well. What's a cross between a pig and a bear? A boar? Is that what a boar is? Boys. Did you finish?
Almost.
We had chili, like I said earlier. If you just come in, I made a crock pot of chili last night. So we had that. And we're going to have that for the rest of the week. I didn't get any accessories. I forgot about them. I forgot the cheddar cheese. I have sour cream, but it's kind of old, so probably not good to use it. And we usually like to put Fritos in our chili. or we like to get those Fritos scoops and scoop up the chili with those Frito scoops. Hey, Zach. Okay, I gotta go to work. It seems like you're always working at this time. Work second shift, Zach, huh? But anyway, so yeah, we're just having plain old chili. Nothing fancy to go with it. But I would be nice if my husband brought some Frito scoops. Oh my gosh. This is why I haven't gone live in a while, because bears. I got Chester, got bears walking around, I got bears burping. In a minute, Mr. Hook is gonna come home. Excuse me. Say excuse me, please.
Excuse me, please.
It's much better when I do this when I'm by myself. Just me and Chester. All right, eat that. Put your headphones back on. Hey, Dana. Just finished working out. Thanks, Dana. Dana, I emailed you a few days ago. I sent it to the Creatively Created Crochet email. So I don't know if you got it, but I didn't send it to your other email with your first and last name, because I think you got rid of that one. Or did I get them both confused? Did you get rid of the other one and not the one I'm thinking of? Anyway, thanks for coming in. Okay. After I noticed that there's a couple of people on live right now. I hate going live on top of people, but obviously it's very difficult to avoid. And I used to always go live at this time anyway, so I just said, I'll just do it, and really apologize to anybody that if I'm offending them by going live when they're live. I try not to get offended too easily, so but I would hate to be on the other side. I would hate to offend somebody by my actions. So just wanted to say that. Bradley, please, Bradley.
What?
Don't mess with the dog like that. Could you come on? He's 23 years old. He acts like he's 3 sometimes. Yes, this is my normal time. So anyway, looking at my clock here because in a few minutes I have to take some medication. I probably won't stay on too long because I am a little behind in my household chores and I've got to finish. But I did need to work on this blanket a little bit. I got to work on it last night too. I was actually watching old episodes of Roseanne, which were on a channel that I just discovered on my Antenna TV. Hi, Jen. I just discovered it on Antenna TV. It's called Cozy, C-O-Z-I. I think it's affiliated with ABC Network. They were showing like old episodes of Frasier and watching that, and then some old episodes of Roseanne. And after that was, I can't remember what show. Okay, in and out, in and out. The bears are just all over on top of me. My gosh. In and out, in and out. Okay, go back to your room. You can go. You can go. That other little rascal, this boy, four-legged boy. Oh, thanks, VJ. Yeah, well, I'm glad you think so. That's all I'm gonna say. That thanks. I'm the kind of person who does like to be by myself a lot. In fact, my husband, his Christmas present finally came. I got him a blind. If you know what a blind is, if you're a hunter, you know what a blind is. It's this tent, one person tent. It's camouflage. And so you plant it in the woods where you're hunting and you just stay there. You might put a heater there, you put a chair there, and you just wait. And it's got little windows. And hi, Deb. I saw that and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love one of those tents just for me. Because, like, when you get in the tent, it's totally dark. It's black if you don't have the little windows open. And I think that's a good, like, thing to meditate. Because I try to meditate, but then I'm not good with keeping my eyes closed. So I tend to open them. And then when I open them, I'm looking at, little things around my house that needs to be picked up, that needs to be put away. I need to work on that. So, one of those things would help me. Okay, there's my timer, and let me take this medication. Kind of a hard pill to swallow. Let me just check on something. Okay. All right. She's off her life now. Now I don't feel bad. Let's see. Here. All right. Oh my gosh. And wow. I wonder if I'm just looking at something. I wonder if they're going to have the funeral for Betty White on the same day that perhaps they were going to celebrate her 100th birthday. I don't know. I'm sure they were planning some kind of party for her. How could they not? If I was turning 100, I would hope somebody would plan a party for me. So I'm thinking that would be kind of like, I don't know, cool is the right word, but bittersweet to celebrate her funeral on that same day. I mean, they were already going to have, I don't know, I'm speculating. They were already going to have a venue. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I haven't been watching the news lately. I used to get up and watch the news every day for a couple of years after taking like a 20-year break from not watching the news. Then I started watching the news again. And then now I'm like, ugh, it's the same stuff especially here in Chicago. It's the same every Monday. It's the same news, same headlines. This many people got shot. This many people, went to jail and whatever. And Fridays are usually better day to watch the news. But then I have so much stuff going on Friday mornings that it just doesn't work out for me. But maybe I'll get back to it. Certainly not on Monday. Probably on Tuesday. I'll get back to watching my news in the morning. Could you? He knows he ticks me off and he gets a kick out of it. He likes to get Mama mad. He loves to make Mama Bear mad. He loves it. Look at the way he's laughing. He's just having a laugh attack over there. Laughing. I should send him to the store for something. Get rid of it. And Ryan, you were supposed to get fries. I made chili and my son, he likes to eat his chili with fries. French fries.
You want me to go now?
Yeah, you and Bradley go.
Why? It's cold. I don't want to go outside. If I don't have to, when it's cold.
I need a couple things from the store.
Oh, I thought we were just going to McDonald's. I didn't know we were going to the store.
You don't have to go into the store. Just Bradley. You okay? Then Ryan, just go whatever you want to do, but just don't bother me. I have very little patience sometimes with these clowns. Sometimes I like to call them clowns instead of bears. When I'm really aggravated, call them clowns. So are you gonna go, Brad, or no? The package too, and the piece of mail. Okay, all right. Bring me Chester. I'll hold him while you put your socks on. And I can't text you. Here, hold on. Just excuse me, just for a minute. He doesn't like them. We tried that. Okay.
I've got to charge my headphones. They've been the battery hasn't kept keeping up.
No. What was I gonna get? Oh, Chester. Chester. Two you want a treat, 2 weeks? Oh, you are so annoying, little dog. I'm telling you. Ryan, you're gonna have to wait until he puts the socks on his pants on. Look, wanna go? Go outside? Get him for me. Okay, go to your place. Here, place. Go to your place. Let's go. Come on. Zip you up. Zip you up. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, bears. All right. I'm back. Okay, you got to get socks, get your pants on, get the sweater, put your hoodie on, and your coats. And go ahead. Do it now. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me work on this blanket and talk to you guys. Mark is here. Hello, Mark. Happy New Year. Hi, Lisa. Hi to my husband. Jen, tell him to do my my chores. Tell him to do your chores. You are behind on. Well, I actually wanted. No, uh, I'm particular about how I want. So for years I've tried to have my kids do chores. They don't do it right. So I'm like, forget it. Yeah, I'm one of those parents. Forget it. Just let me do it. I don't feel like you did it right. Let me take over. And they probably did that on purpose. I know somebody. I'm not going to mention any names. This is not one of my children, but somebody who would, you know, when something needed to be done, a chore, this person would literally do it as slow as possible so that oh my gosh, forget it. I wanted to scratch my eyes off. Just watching him. Again, it's not one of my children. And if this person is watching, he knows who he is. Is Roberta here? Did I say hi to Roberta? Oh my goodness. Hurry up. Where's Ryan? Still waiting for you?
Yeah.
Poor kid. Sorry, Ryan. Bradley, could you refrain from making noise like that? I probably should have sent him to the store before I got on live. I don't think. Hey, Cammie. Have you been here? Cammie? Did I say hi to you? Yeah, you were here a while ago. I didn't say hi to you. I'm sorry. Cammie, forgive me. Anyway, so what's going on? VJ asked what I'm working on. I'm working on a baby blanket. It's for a baby who was born in November. The woman who had her works with my husband, and she's coming back to work in a couple of weeks. So I have kind of a deadline to work on this. It's I do have a deadline for that Granny Square project. I have to get to the post office. I haven't ventured out of the house in a long time. I've been here the whole time. I thought I was uncooked goose fat. What? I don't know what that is. Is it a Canadian phrase that you guys say? But is it something like we say chopped liver? What am I, chopped liver? When you leave somebody out of a conversation or a gathering or a party, they say, what am I, chopped liver? So is that kind of like the same thing, uncooked goose fat? But we say chopped liver. I'm thinking that's what you mean. But sorry. It's because I'm distracted because I have two of my bears here and then my dog going back and forth between them. But they are going to go on a little errand for me. So I'll have some time, just you and I. Hi, Nisi. I saw that you were live and I said hello. I think you were kind of behind in the chat, but thank you for saying hello and thank you for mentioning that you missed me. I missed everybody. I needed a break to get my house in order. It's still kind of not in order, but we had the virus enter in the house, and it was not fun trying to avoid getting sick myself. Um, but thanks for coming on. I tried to wait until you went off, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go on because I saw that you were on for a while. But you know, Cameron isn't Canadian. Oh my gosh. That's right. Look at me, Jen. Look at me, Jen. I'm like all over the place. I know Cammie's from Michigan. Why did I say Canadian? I don't know what's wrong with me lately. I'm just all over the place. Thanks, Mark. I'm not really focused right now. Oh, I've only had one cup of coffee. Actually, yeah, because I had 2 small cups, so that equals 1 cup. Oh, I missed that one. I took a broom to try to create a path. The snow still came up past their belly, but they were able to get to the shed and go potty. Oh, yeah, we don't have that much snow. 4 feet, that's a lot. We didn't get that much snow, but we got cold. I mean, it's cold. I saw Madonna Ballard was on, and she said for it to snow where she is, it would have to warm up. Same here. I mean,
Mom, what do you need from there?
oh, Bradley will tell you.
Maybe can you get it tomorrow?
No, I need it tonight. You know what? How about this? Hang on just a minute. How about this? How about Bradley? You take a McDonald's, get the fries, you drop them off. Then you go do the other thing. Please. You want your hoodie?
What do you mean drop me off?
So you don't have to go. Drop you off right back here.
Alright, why can't we just go to Mariano's first?
Well, because you said you wanted it tomorrow. I thought you didn't want to go. Do you want your hoodie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brett, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I would just get McDonald's and drop me off.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. Be careful, boys.
Where's that from?
Dad got it online.
When?
A few days ago.
Brett?
Right, yeah. It's like a double XL. It was cheap. Okay. Take your coat too, Greg. Not just your hoodie. Take your coat. Right here.
It's so hot in the car.
Okay, bye. Okay. Okay, here. Here, put this in the outgoing mail. What is this? Oh my gosh. If you've been watching all this time, you see how long it took them to leave the house. All right, now I got a package. What is this? I don't know what that is. I don't know who ordered what. Oh, it's my son's. We ordered him a new case. That's the other thing we ordered. I knew I ordered like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things from Amazon the other day, and I only got 4, and I couldn't remember what else I ordered. My neighbor said no way to try to go into town for a couple of days and said to get my husband to bring one home. Said it was too dangerous for me on the road. Oh my gosh. A shovel. Okay. I missed the conversation. Hi, Divergent. Cuppies Crochet here to show you some love, but working and lurking because my phone won't stop ringing. That thing drives me insane. Are you talking about your work phone, or well, you don't have to answer if you're kind of busy. I know how that is. Chicken noodle soup. That sounds good. So Mark, I changed my Sunday lives to Monday for football season, and football season is just about wrapping up. So once that goes, once that finishes, I will go back to Sundays, probably. Not don't quote me on it, because you never know what goes on in my house on Sundays. Um, as you could see, with 3 bears and a dog, it's very difficult in this little tiny condo. Even though it's a nice place, there's nowhere to hide from Mama. Mama has nowhere to hide. That's why that blind that I mentioned earlier, that my husband, I would like to just hide in there. Just hide. Just nobody bother me. Sometimes I like to hide in my bedroom, but Mr. Hook goes in there too. That's his bedroom too. So I have really nowhere to hide. I used to have a walk-in closet the size of a little tiny bedroom. I missed it when we lived downstairs. Such a nice closet. I loved it. Would have been a nice yarniverse. But we decided to move upstairs with a better view, according to my husband. A better view, and the vaulted ceilings, and we traded some things. Moe's Misfit Toys. What happened to my yarn room? It is being I have the bear home from college, from Pennsylvania, so he's occupying that space, that yarn space. And have him go check my mailbox. Okay. And if you excuse me, I just opened that package and I need to wash my hands. And you'll remember that I got my new Apple Watch that times me as I'm washing my hands. And if I don't wash my hands long enough, there's a thing that goes on in my watch that says, you should have washed your hands long, something like that. Washing your hands is good for your health or whatever. Then when you finish the 20 seconds, it gives a little haptic and a sign that says like you did it. So I don't want to make the watch. I don't want to have the watch think I'm disgusting. So I try to wash my hands as long as I can. Oh, okay. But I hate when my watch band gets wet after I wash my hands. That bothers me. So I'm just getting a notification that my kids have left the house. Yeah, Mo, it's nice to have them home. Divergent, that was so delicious. So delicious. I'm telling you, so delicious that was. But I poured, after having one glass, I poured a second glass, right? I poured a second glass here. It's still in the fridge. I never finished it. I don't know why I stuck it in the fridge. I have a friend who says don't ever throw away booze, but I don't think it's good anymore. I mean, it tastes good, but it's not bubbly. So no, that's wasted. Yeah, Mark, it's open concept. Yeah, so no room. I mean, the place we lived downstairs was more open of a concept. There was no, like, we have a wall here, kind of have a half a wall, but that one downstairs, no walls whatsoever. There was a living area in the kitchen, and it was all open. And then you had the 2 bedrooms one on each side. And then our bedroom had like the biggest walk-in closet. Yeah, champagne. I had champagne to celebrate my 1K. I made a video with my husband a couple days ago. We just didn't finish the champagne. Yeah. I had the same one on New Year's. I originally bought it for the bottle. I know. I'm saving the bottle because it's so pretty. I like it. I'm not one to save things that you're supposed to throw away. I'm known for my ability to be able to throw stuff away without being too sentimental. I like to pitch things, toss things, declutter. I like to get rid of things. Um, but that's so cute. That's so cute and pretty. Or maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. Anyway, I had Chester, I put him in his carrier. I think I'm going to leave him there as long as I can because he does need to nap. And his carrier is nice, and he's probably like me. He likes to be closed in by himself. You know, I like to be closed in by myself in a little personal spot. Just me. Who knows? Maybe I'll open. I was joking to my husband. I said, well, it's a cool place for me to go live in. And I should have today because you saw what happened. I had bears all over me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something, Lisa. Something. So anyway, somebody mentioned that it was nice to have my son home. It is nice to have him home. He does have me cooking more often because I want him to be able to eat as much home cooked meals when he can, as he can. Because at school he eats, you know, to go stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea about the bottles. Um, I'm, I'm, yeah, I used to collect a lot of little things before I had kids. I used to have an elephant collection. Um, I used to have porcelain elephants, stuffed elephants, like plush toy elephants. I had a giant elephant. I had elephants all over the house. I was really into them. I still like them, but when I had kids, I baby-proofed my house, and I put those elephants away. I can't remember what happened to that collection. How is your channel doing for watch hours? As I'm a loyal supporter, I still try and support as many channels as possible. Well, as far as watch hours, I am halfway to my watch hours for the year, for the 365 days. But you know, every day that passes, they take away a year ago those hours, you know. So today when I woke up, January 6th, 2022, it removed all the watch hours that I accumulated on January 6th, 2021. So as I go up, I'm going down. It's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, you know. So it's a slow go. I am going to try to go live as much as possible on schedule now that you know, my other son is gonna go back to PA, and my other son is working now full time again, but he just happened to have the day off today. And you know, we'll see. I'm gonna try to make more videos, maybe do some silent streams. I used to collect Coca-Cola merchandise, angels, and elephants after the kids. A few of my favorite ones. That is it. Yeah, and the other thing I used to collect was coffee mugs. I had a lot of coffee mugs. Then I had a garage sale and I got rid of 80% of them. That I find myself suddenly collecting more again, collecting again the coffee mugs. I just like them. I don't like the boring ones, you know, that you get from the YouTube merch from people's channel. I wish they were a nicer, cuter shape than just the standard round, with the handle, the regular handle. I like something cuter, you know. Like, for instance, I got this one in Texas. This is like from Mexico. That's the coffee cups they use in Mexico. They're made out of clay. And I thought it was so cute. It's called a jarrito. Jarrito, spelled with a J. Jarrito. And, Jarrito, like jar. But I like those. I thought it was cute. And I put a couple crochet hooks in it. And I put it in I have a Lazy Susan on my table here. Yeah, they are cute. Divergent. I feel like there's a hair on me. This morning I brushed my hair and a big clump of hair came off. Thank you, Mark. Big clump of hair came off. It was so sad. So sad. It's not nice. I don't know why my hair is falling off so much. Maybe it's because it's winter. I noticed that Chester is shedding just a little tiny bit right now. He's getting a winter coat on his belly too. So it's not the amount, the amount of shedding that he does is not an annoying amount. Oh, I want to show you what else I got. Chester is in his carrier and I'm letting him stay there. Well, because when my son leaves somewhere, he puts on his socks, and Chester is obsessed with socks, so much that you can't even put socks on around Chester unless you're me. I have Chester trained that he doesn't bother my socks. He doesn't go near my socks, leave my socks alone. But my husband and Bradley, they don't have him trained like that. So I put him away so Bradley could put on his socks. And I think I'm going to leave him there for a while so he can take a nap. I am dang near bald compared to my norm, but weight loss has stunted my hair growth. Well, you take the good with the bad, right, Diversion? You lose some weight, you lose your hair too. I saw that you got a guinea pig, Dana. Oh my gosh. Where have I been? I'm telling you, see, if you miss a little bit of your YouTube people, you miss, a whole bunch of, additions to their family. I don't know. But hopefully I'll be back, normally on my normal schedule. That means joining other people's lives. And hi, Franca, long time no chat. And doing my own lives. We got 19 people in here. Pretty good. And we got 21 thumbs up. So that's exciting. Happy New Year to you too. Squealing guinea pigs are so cute when they try and get your attention. I've never had a guinea pig. I've never held a guinea pig. I don't think I've ever seen a guinea pig in real life, a live one. I've seen a gecko in real life. That was kind of creepy. I'm not much of a. I like dogs, and that's it. I like dogs. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a puppy person. I like puppies. Puppies, dogs. That's as far as it goes. But guinea pigs seem to be quite cute. So how's the weather over there, Franca, across the sea on the other part of the pond? Franca's in the UK. We are very cold here in Chicago. It is about 12 degrees and really, really just annoyingly cold. Lots of wind, especially yesterday. It's bitter cold. We, for the winter, have a cooler on the balcony to put any of the beverages because my fridge gets a little full, especially around Christmas time. So I put, any beverages like the grape juice, the soda, the ginger ale, the waters, bottles of water, anything out there. But I had to bring it in because it's too cold to be even out there, which it's weird. One day last week, it was too warm. The beverages didn't get cold enough. The next day, it was too cold, and I had to bring them back in. It's just kind of crazy. Anyway, excuse me. For those of you wondering, I am going to wash this blanket before I give it away. I realize I'm talking on it, and like if Corona taught me anything, it taught me that when we speak, we drop droplets from our mouth, and that's what happens when you crochet too, and you're talking. All right, I'm just looking at this to see what's next. Okay, I got to do one more row of single crochet before I change colors. Oh, another storm. Hey, Elizabeth. What is it? My dad has a chameleon, 2 tortoises, handful of chickens. Chicken I wouldn't mind having, and a blue pit. It's like visiting a petting zoo. You know what happened to me when I went to a petting zoo one time? Well, we went to the regular zoo, and the regular zoo has a petting zoo area. OMG, a bird poked right on my forehead. OMG, just avoided my mouth area. Horrible, horrible. Anyway, that's a story for another time. Look what I got from Texas. Did you know I went to Texas? Yeah, I went to Texas. I didn't mention it. I didn't mention anything about me going to Texas because it was a surprise. I went there to surprise my mom. My mom turned 70 last month, and I went there and I knocked on her door on her birthday morning with some Starbucks in my hand, and I surprised her. Okay, Mark. And so that was fun. That's where that's why I got that little jarrito thing. Maybe 4 of them. Okay. I'm just sending Bradley a text since I can't do it because my phone is right there. I couldn't do it from my phone, so I'm doing it from my watch, which is very convenient, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, I went to Texas, surprised my mom, and we had, dinner. Oh, we took her out for dinner after, getting to talk a little bit at her house. Anyway, we went to a grocery store, and I bought this thing. It's a toma todo. Does anybody out there know what this is? This is a game that we play in Mexico. This little top, you spin it, and it gives you little directions. Some people play with coins. I like to play with raw pinto beans. I make a lot of pinto beans in my house. It's a staple. We always have some here. So, you know, you get a whole bunch, and then you turn the little top, and in Spanish it says put two in. So you take two of your beans and you put it in the pot, and then you spin it again, and it'll say something like take one. So you take one, and then the name of the game is toma todo. Look, toma todo. That means take it all. You know, it literally translated into drink all, but you know, it means take all. Is it a dreidel? I don't even know what a dreidel is. I don't know what a dreidel is. It's one of these. It's a little top made out of wood. And so we were playing it, me and my husband. We were having fun. It's a cute little game we like to play. I was trying to figure out how to make it into a drinking game, but I couldn't. My mind just I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to do it. But oh well. Okay. It's nice and quiet here. I love it. I love to be by myself. I was telling my husband, I love to be by myself. I am a very social person. Nisi, I don't know if you're still here. You were talking about people who like to be social, and sometimes people who over socialize. I'm one of those people who over socialize. However, I don't like crowds. I don't like crowds. So it's kind of like two sides of the I like to be social. I don't like to crowds. I'm not shy, but I'm not, you know, I don't like to be around a lot of people all the time. I get a little bit like after a while I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of seeing other human beings." I don't like to sometimes I don't want to be around another human being. I like to be by myself, alone. And it's the most wonderful feeling for me when I'm alone. I love it so much. My husband doesn't understand it. He thinks I'm weirdo for being like that. I don't know. I just like to be by myself in a little area, you know, like I'll hide in the closet sometimes and just be alone. Nobody to bother me. Nobody to ask me for anything. Nobody to say, where's this or where's that? Have you seen that? Have you seen this? Can you make this? Can you make that? Can I have this? Can I have that? So it is really nice. I just got a notification that they're back. That was the quickest run to McDonald's ever. Rita, hello. Hi, Rita. That was a fast run to McDonald's. There must not have been a line at that drive-through. Well, my alone time is about to finish. That's okay. I guess I do have to serve him some chili because that's why he went to get fries. So I made homemade chili in the crock pot, as you can see there. He likes to eat his chili. He likes to eat his chili with French fries. I like to eat mine with Fritos, but that's just me. Let's put this here. Okay, let me clear this area. I am not going anywhere. I'm just putting away my son, because I told you he doesn't clean up after himself. Okay, and let me just get one of these. Sorry, excuse my reach. Back here. Let me just serve this guy his chili really quick. He doesn't eat a lot of chili, but I do have to make him his own batch without the beans. He doesn't like the beans. I could see that I made him quite a big batch of his own chili. Hopefully it won't be for nothing, you know. It probably needs to be nuked a little bit, I think. Yeah, so nuke it for him. So we'll wait for that. I can't do people too much. Yeah, me neither, Nisi. I mean, I like both. I like being around people, but then after I've had enough, I need to be alone. It was, I've gone to a few like church conferences, ladies' Christian conferences. Back in the day, we would load up the church van with maybe 13 women and drive to a different state and then gather in the hotel. Like we would share a hotel, 4 of us to a hotel. But I never wanted to. I always got my own room. Even if it costed me a little more, I couldn't take it. And the one time I got brave, well, twice. One time I got brave and I shared a room with one person. Disaster. You know why? This one person heard my alarm go off for me to wake up for the conference and shut it off and proceeded to get ready, shower herself, go down and have breakfast. And when it was time to leave, she's like, Sandy, wake up. It's time to go. Well, I'm just waking up. I was a little ticked off that she did that. Then the second time we went to a conference, this was a Mary Kay conference. Big disaster because the woman I was sharing a room with had some kind of menopausal attack going on. And she just was complaining about everything. And I was just like, okay, complain. And she went on complaining. And then after a while, I just burst out, would you shut up? Shut up. Can't you do anything but complain? All that stuff. Do you know if Bradley put my letter in the outgoing mail?
What? That's me?
Yeah, that's yours.
Okay.
Now I got the other bear eating his chili. I had my chili before I came on live. It was so good. You know what? It was amazingly good. So it's my own recipe. There's so many chili recipes out there. Just a bunch.
Look at my hands.
What? They're rough. You need hand cream. After you're done eating, I will let you use my hand lotion, my hand cream. Okay? And maybe you want to put some plastic gloves over your hands. Do you ever do that? Do you ever put hand cream on your hands and then wrap them in plastic and let them just, let it marinate, let the cream marinate your hands? I like to do that as much as I can. I'm constantly washing my hands. So much that I try to avoid doing things that are going to cause me to have to wash my hands. Or if I need to wash my hands, I think, well, what else can I do that's dirty before I wash my hands? Like maybe I'll pick up socks just before I wash my hands because, this way I get the socks picked up and then I don't have to wash my hands again, twice. Why don't you put your headphones on?
What?
I don't know, just so I won't annoy you with my live.
Well, I mean, sometimes you say things on there that I didn't know about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want to say hi to everybody? No?
No.
My son likes to think I don't tell him anything. Anytime he finds something out, he gives me this question. And when were you going to tell me that? Like my other son had a hoodie just now. And this guy goes, when did you get that? Weren't you going to? I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. Anyway, let me get back to this baby blanket.
I thought maybe it was one of those gifts that Dad got.
What gifts?
Remember, sometimes you'll get like Sox tickets.
Oh, no, he used to get the Sox tickets from the company he used to work for. Now he doesn't work for that company anymore, so no more Sox tickets.
Oh.
My husband used to get the company he worked for had season pass, a pack of 4 for the Chicago White Sox, and these seats were really good seats. You could see you're right at between home and third base, right there up front. Hi, Spring. So you're right there. But that's not all. But wait, there's more. There would be also 4 tickets to the Stadium Club. It's called the Stadium Club. It's actually a gourmet buffet. So remember buffets? All you can eat. If you went there during brunch, you had an omelet bar. If you went there during another, time of day, you had somebody cooking your meat the way you want it. All kinds of food. My mouth is watering just talking about it. But I remember for the kids, they had a giant pyramid of hot dogs that were already in the hot dog bun. And they were steamed and they just were, there was so much food for everybody. There was food and it was all free because the company had paid for it already. And of course your drinks were free, all you can eat, all you can drink. And then when the game started, you went down to watch the game. Or if you preferred, you could watch the game from that area because it was all open. It was, if anyone's from Chicago, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But it was really nice. A really nice perk because he would get the tickets. He would get 4 of them. So we would go. We would take our boys. Hey, David. We would take our boys and, take them for a treat. But then we decided also to treat once in a while one of our friends. Like if I have a friend, we would invite her and her husband. Or if my husband had a friend, he would invite him and his wife. So it'd be like kind of a double date. And sometimes he would invite a friend and their wife was not necessarily my friend. So it was kind of awkward. We weren't really close, and vice versa. I would invite my friend and her husband would come along and my husband and him wouldn't be,
Like who?
Well, I don't want to mention any names, but I'll tell you when we get off. My son asked me like who. I really enjoyed chatting with your son, Bradley. You're close, Bradley. But that's okay, David. My dad calls him Brandon sometimes too. A lot of people call him Brandon on accent, but it's Bradley. Yeah, I sent him on an errand, and I did make chili last night. We woke up to a wonderful smell in our house. We are going to be eating that as long as it lasts. That's okay. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good throughout the weekend, the chili. I don't know if it'll last that long, honestly. I used 3 pounds of ground beef. So, but I do have 3 big bears that all love to eat chili. And then there's me. I like to eat the chili too. That's one recipe I can make and we can all eat it. Because I do make a lot of recipes that one of my sons in particular does not like my recipe, my meals. Like when I make the Mexican soup, you don't really like it. You're not a fan. And that rice the other day, that rice dish, you're not a fan. Yeah, David, I don't make mine spicy at all. I don't put any peppers in there. The only spice that I put, I will add an envelope of chili seasoning, but I would get the mild. 1 envelope only, just 1. I know that envelope it says put in 1 envelope per pound, and I make 3 pounds of chili. That's how little spice I put in my chili. But I let the tomatoes flavor it, and the onions and the garlic. What else do I put in there? Tomato sauce, tomato paste, diced tomatoes, onion, garlic, some broth, some bouillon. It's really good. I like my chili. I think my chili. Oh, some kidney beans. Can of dark, can of regular kidney beans. And I was saying that we like to eat our chili with Fritos. Particularly the Frito scoops. We like to scoop the chili, like eat the chili as a dip, kind of almost. I only add a touch of chili powder and red pepper flakes. I think chili recipes are like snowflakes. There's no 2 recipes that are alike. I think everybody makes their chili a little bit different, which probably is why chili cook-offs are so popular. Especially in churches. They have, usually the men will enter the chili cook-off. And, you'll get the winner of the chili cook-off. All the judges come out. My ex loves food much spicier than I can tolerate, and he loved my chili. Once I made it so hot I couldn't eat it. Usually, I try to make it. Look, there's a soup that I make that needs to be spicy, but not too spicy. I've tasted spicy version of this particular soup, but I don't like to make it too spicy. But I want to make it spicy enough so that my husband likes it, because he does like spicy foods. But so somewhere in between, so that I can eat it and that he can get a little bit sweaty, when he's eating it. But yeah. Yeah, that soup is made with a Mexican pepper that some people roast the pepper before they put it in their soup. And some people, there's a bunch of seeds inside the pepper. I remove most of the seeds and the membrane inside the pepper because it's so potent. Oh, shoot. Okay, it's time for me to change colors. So excuse me just a minute while I concentrate. on what color is next. That color is next. Oh no. Oh, it's this color. And this yarn calls to be balled before you mess with it. You'd have to ball up that yarn before you start using it. And so now I can't really go on with my blanket until I ball up this yarn. It's so tempting to pull from the middle and think everything's going to be okay, but it will not. Trust me, it will not be okay. So that I'll work on it. I'll work on it after I get off. Hey Jeannie, thanks for coming in. Yeah, because I need gravity. Well, maybe I could put it down here and ball it. Yeah. Ugh. I don't want to go on the floor. Okay. Anyway, so we'll see how far we get. So I have my fingers like this, and I start out making a figure 8, like that. That's how I start winding my yarn. And I work into a ball. Oh, you have to turn off the music. I can't have music on my YouTube video. The other day I made a short and it got a copyright claim on it because I put a song in it. But I'm thinking, why do they ask you to choose a song to put on your short if they're gonna slam you with a copyright claim? Kind of like my grocery store. I miss you, but I was cooking dinner. That's okay, Jeannie. We all have a lot to do. So when I'm at the grocery store, I use the self-checkout. And every time I check out, it asks me, do you want cash back? And the first time I said, yeah, sure, why not? I might need cash. Then, it buzzed like, okay, assistance will be provided in a second. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I hate when it has to have somebody come and do their override, because I'm like, what did I do wrong that it need to? So anyway, she said, well, it doesn't let you get cash back on this self-checkout. So I said, well, why did it ask me then? If it won't allow it, why did it ask me, do I want cash back? So every time I use it, it still asks me, do you want cash back? And I get a little bit annoyed because why ask me if it's not allowed? David, you don't pull from the center. I pull from the center from your favorite yarn only. Red Heart Super Saver. No, I take that back. Karen, 1 pound. I can pull from the center. As a matter of fact, there's a few yarns. Karen, Big Cake, I could pull from the center. Yeah. Okay, so now I got it this much. And now I'm, sorry. I don't want the ball of yarn, to fall on the floor. I don't have it on the floor. I have it on the bottom tier of my shelf, my rolling cart here. You almost finished? Because Chester's been in there for a while.
Well, I'm not even close to finished. Just here.
No, he's fine. I'm just wondering. I want Hey, Crafty Heart. I want to knit or crochet, but I have nothing to make. Make a granny square. I know how that is. Jeannie, I've been there. Yeah. So now we're getting a little faster with rolling this ball of yarn. We got about 45 minutes before we raid Dana at Creatively Created Crochet. We call her Triple C. We're going to raid her at 4:30, 5:30 her time. Hey, Jeanette. I've seen yards with paper tabs on the center pulls, but they're usually not yarns I want to use again. I am totally okay with having this gang bounce around on the floor if I'm doing an outside pull. Yeah, that's what's going on here. It's kind of bouncing around in the cart. So how, Jeanette, are you enjoying this frigid weather? I know your son isn't part of CPS, but Chicago Public Schools. But how's your district going? Are they thinking of going virtual again? Here in Chicago, we have kind of like a standoff between the Chicago Teachers Union and the Chicago Public Schools, which a lot of people think they're the same. It's not. It's you got the actual schools and then the union of teachers. So they can't seem to decide whether or not they want to go virtual or go in person. Oh, Daniel also has an anniversary live stream starting in about 13 minutes. Daniel, I'm having a brain freeze. Daniel, refresh my memory. Am I that bad? I should know who Daniel is. Daniel. Who's Daniel? Is that Paw Ply guy? He is now virtual learning right now. Not driving in it. Yeah, I haven't been outside in a long time. Daniel. Who's Daniel? Paw Ply guy. Okay, Paw Ply. All right. That's who I thought. All right. Okay. It's late over there, isn't it? No, not really. It's like only almost like 10 o'clock where he is when he's going to go. Well, those of you with actual laptops can have multiple tabs, and hopefully you'll be able to do that for me. And those, I wish you could do that with phones, like run multiple YouTube channels. He never sleeps. I know sometimes he's up during other people's lives, and it'd be like 2 in the morning where he is. I see a notification that the other bear is home. Mr. Bear, Daddy Bear, Papa Bear is home. And then in a few minutes, Bradley Bear will come home too. And we'll have a house full of bears and a dog. And this is why I don't go live as often during the Christmas time, because they're all here, and especially we were quarantined, all of us, 4 of us, quarantining in the house 10 days. And I was the only person working in this kitchen. Nobody else was allowed in there. We didn't want any germs to spread in that kitchen area. And I tested negative. So it was just me, and I couldn't rest. Every 5 minutes somebody was hungry or thirsty. Now, I mean, it's nice for them to be able to get their own drinks or snacks. But during that time, I was like, I don't want the germs to spread to the kitchen. Yeah, crack the heart. You're right. There's so many things. When I don't know what to crochet, I do like to crochet some kind of a granny square, not your typical granny square, but some kind of a decorative granny square. The crochet crowd has a lot of cute squares because he's done, he's done quilts with different squares. What's that quilt? It's not a quilt. It looks like a quilt. It was so many different squares. It was a few summers ago. Damn, I forgot. I forgot what it's called. I don't know. But those squares are nice. They're very complicated, those squares. But once you're done with it, oh my gosh. Hey, babe. Before you come in here, you know those two granny squares that I have by the door on the inside part?
Yeah.
Could you get me the blue one? Okay. Well, bring the both of them. I'll bring them. I'll show you what I'm talking about, Jeannie. Oh, both bears are home. Thank you, darling baby boy. Go wash your hands. Or use hand sanitizer. Champuros, hand sanitizer. Thomas, hand sanitizer. No, don't do what you're about to do, please. Don't torment the dog. Anyway, these are what I'm talking about. I forgot what the name of the cal he was doing that one summer. I think it's the summer of 2019 that he demonstrate. This is just one of the squares. This is one that I got from Yarn Utopia. She did this one. Okay, could you close that? It's too bright. Could you close it?
Okay, I'll close it.
Good.
Yeah, thank you. Jeannie, you always make hats, and I made 500 hats for a hat. Not hate. I have no more blue yarn. Oh my gosh, 500 hats. That's a lot of hats. If I do more than 2 hats, I'm done. I'm sick of making a hat.
Damn. God, Tony Gardens.
So those are my squares that I have decorating my front door. Uh-oh. Oh, darn. Okay. You can do hats in your sleep. Mark is back. Hi, Mark. You have pork chops, potatoes, and corn. Sounds good. Yeah, Jeannie, that's Bradley. That's the one that you live in Pennsylvania. He's home just for a couple more days. I made a pot of chili last night. It cooked overnight in the crock pot. Oh no. Oh no. You want to come say hi?
Sure. Hi. I'm just relaxing for a minute.
All the 3 bears are home. I might have to sign off early because I can't really concentrate on anything unless they're gonna help me. Are you guys? You want to participate in my life? No answer. Oh, Thomas, your phone case came. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Over there by the entrance area, in the corner on the left side of the bench, if you look down, there's some disinfecting wipes for phone use. Use that on your phone. Disinfect your phone. Go ahead. Yeah, thanks. Me too. 3 bears and a dog. For those of you wondering, I call him Thomas sometimes because his middle name is Thomas. Sometimes we call him Tommy. That's all. Okay, David, have fun. Yeah, I'm probably not going to stay on too long. I wanna raid Dana, but it's kind of hard for me. I have a house full. Really, literally, I have a kitchen full of bears. Kitchen. They're all in my kitchen. All. I think I'm gonna go in that blind and just hide out there. No, baby, no. Thomas, look at my face. That's not what I'm talking about. Put those back. On the ground, on the bottom, the floor, there's a can, plastic can of disinfecting wipes. Okay? He's a nice boy, but following directions is not his strong suit at all. Especially if it involves more than one step.
Hey! Why?
Okay,
Come on, Chester.
that's my cue. It's getting noisy
Come
here.
here.
I'll see everybody later. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you Monday, possibly.